Hi, welcome. Today, we're diving into a critical component in your car, the crank position sensor, or CPS. We'll show you how to identify a bad CPS and what symptoms to look out for. A faulty CPS can cause all sorts of issues, from starting problems to complete engine failure, so it's important to diagnose it quickly. First, let's understand what a crank position sensor does. The CPS monitors the position and speed of the crankshaft. This information is crucial for the engine control unit, ECU, to manage ignition timing and fuel injection. Without accurate data from the CPS, the engine won't run properly. Now, let's discuss the symptoms of a bad crank position sensor. One of the most common signs is a no-start condition. The engine might crank but won't actually start because the ECU isn't receiving the signal to initiate combustion. Intermittent stalling is another frequent symptom. The engine might start and run fine for a while, but then suddenly stall for no apparent reason. This is often caused by the CPS sending inconsistent or incorrect signals. Another symptom to watch out for is rough running or misfires. If the CPS is providing inaccurate data, the engine might run erratically, causing misfires and a decrease in performance. You might also experience a check engine light. A faulty CPS will often trigger the check engine light and store a diagnostic trouble code, DTC, related to the crankshaft position sensor. Use an OBD2 scanner to read the code and confirm the issue. Reduced fuel economy can also be a symptom. When the CPS isn't working correctly, the engine might not be running at its optimal efficiency, leading to a decrease in gas mileage. Difficulty starting when the engine is hot is another clue. Sometimes, a failing CPS will only act up when it gets hot, making it difficult to start the car after it's been running for a while. So, how can you test the CPS? You can start by visually inspecting the sensor and its wiring. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires or corrosion. Next, use a multimeter to check the sensor's resistance. Compare the reading to the manufacturer's specifications. An unusual reading could indicate a problem. You can also use an oscilloscope to check the sensor's signal output. This will allow you to see if the sensor is producing a consistent and accurate signal. Remember to consult your vehicle's repair manual for specific testing procedures and specifications. If you suspect your CPS is bad, it's best to get it checked by a qualified mechanic. Replacing the CPS is usually a relatively straightforward process, but it's important to ensure it's done correctly to avoid further problems. So, there you have it. The key symptoms and testing methods for a bad crank position sensor. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more automotive tips and tricks. We really appreciate your support.